We are being joined by Major Shah as well. Morning, sir. Thank you for joining us on NewsX as always. Very first question, I just read out, the plethora of attacks which have taken place from yesterday. Very clear, sir. As someone, of course, who's worked very closely, who's worked with the defense forces earlier, do you see a pattern as well? A pattern that perhaps there is someone who's rattled by PM Modi's visit to the valley, and that's why we are seeing this escalation of terror attacks taking place in the valley.
Of course, there are people who are rattled by the Prime Minister's visit to the valley, and people want to create the atmosphere of terror, and things are not good over there. You saw 3 attacks already. I mean, in the last one day, 3 attacks. And tomorrow he's scheduled for his visit to Samba for addressing the Pali Panchayat. Now, 24th April every year marks as the Panchayati Raj Day, because on 24th April 1993. There was decentralization of power, and which went to the grassroots, and they said there should be a panchayat for justice. So Prime Minister is going to address that. Regarding that, people are very unhappy about it. That the people are very happy. People are very happy. There is a small segment who is trying to create trouble. These are fringe elements. These are the terrorist outfits. Let me tell you, they'll get a very befitting reply from our security forces. Very befitting reply. Karara jawab milega. Anyone who's trying to create disturbance, anyone who takes law and order in the hands over there. So the Prime Minister's visit will go off very, very peacefully. It's doing it for a good cause. And as for regarding the Constitutional Media, the 73rd Amendment Act of 1992, it was on 24th April 1993 when the Panchayati Raj came into existence.
Yes.
And he's going there for a very, very good cause. So that is the Samba district where the international boundary is there. So I think, and among important innovations, they are planned to showcase their geospatial technology for rural development for farmers, apps usable by farmers for weather forecast for 5 days. That's lavender cultivation industry, which is known as Purple Revolution. Biotechnology innovation to increase the production of apple on the same land to increase farmers' income. So apart from that, drone application for pesticide spray and water treatment. Now, he's a very good cause, for a very good purpose. That is going to be helping the cultivators, the farmers.
Yes.
And ultimately, it's going to be helping the land of Jammu and Kashmir. Ultimately, it's going to be helping the land of Jammu and Kashmir. So the people who are trying to create trouble, it is a responsibility of the locals over there to curb that and to tell them, and not just to turn them.
Okay, Major Shah, we got your point.
Any suspicious movement
point taken there. Absolutely right. Absolutely, Major Ali Shah. It really is the alacrity of our forces which had ensured that, such an untoward incident did not escalate further. And Major Ali Shah, as I just said, 2 investigative teams have already been formed. NIA and the State Police Agency, they're both working in tandem together. They're present right now as we speak at the Sundravan area. This incident, of course, could have been much worse. In fact, it was averted due to the effort and the alacrity of our army. Help us understand, sir, how do these investigations take place? What really happens from now on?
Meenakshi, in the year 2003, 2005, I was there for 2 years. The same belt, very, very close to Samba, in the place called Aknoor, and where I was deployed at the line of control. But we used to do the road opening right from Sundarbani to Aknoor, to Rajouri, Naushera, and that entire belt. So now definitely it's a very unpredictable belt. In a span of couple of months in the year 2003, before the ceasefire between India and Pakistan, we had seen, we took part in 2 operations, 2 deadly operations in fact. One was at Aknoor, the famous incident at Aknoor Bridge, and one was the Tanda episode, where we lost a brigadier from the army, and the army commander, Lieutenant Hari Prasad, was wounded grievously. So this is a very, very unpredictable place. For months there could not be anything happening, but one fine day suddenly something can go wrong, and so that is the reason why troops have to be vigilant, alert all the time. Now, as far as the investigations are concerned, let me tell you, the locals over there are very, very cooperative. The people over there would always help the army, the defense forces. They would always come forward, and the kind of sources we had cultivated. We would play cricket with the boys. We would give them aid. We would help them. We would help them plan donation camps. So yes, the locals over there are totally on our side, which will help in a great deal in actually helping facilitating the inquiry actually.
Right, so getting the locals on, our side, of course, extremely crucial. And Major Shah, thank you, of course, for, sharing your personal experiences and also, elaborating and sharing your views on the terrible attack which took place in Sunjaman.